Hi everybody, to my 67 Wolf Apex Pack members, my black belts, my instructors, my dedicated students nationwide. This is your Tactical Thursday video. To my subscribers on Movement is Life on YouTube, welcome back. And I'm also going to post this on Facebook for the American Jewish community in South Florida. I'm going to give you an offer that I usually don't do, but that's going to be towards the end of the video, so keep watching. Okay, so here we go. I am going to tie it up today, the Wolf Apex Tactical Thursday, with the current affair. Okay, current affair is like so. Regardless of where you stand politically, and I'm not going to turn this into a political because I'm going to start cursing fucking like a motherfucker. Regardless where you stand politically on the issue of what's happening in Israel, what's happening logistic-wise is there are rallies all over North America and Canada and Europe that are pro-Palestinian, pro-Israeli, this and that, and things are getting heated up. Okay, so again, I'm not going to get into who's right, who's wrong, because clearly you know what I think is right. But what's happening is American Jews are being targeted, and Jews are being targeted all over the world now because I say that it's just evil never fucking sleeps. Okay, so here we go. 2 days ago, in broad daylight in Manhattan, two Israelis get out of the house, get on their motorcycles, get off their motorcycle, and one of the Israelis, his name is Shanir, and he was Orev Golani, and he was a teammate of one of my friends here in South Florida named David. So we got the information directly from the source. And another Golani warrior, Gdud 51 הבוקר הראשון from 51st Battalion of Golani, his name is Skornik. He is the son of Guy Skornik. אם גיא סקורניק רואה את הוידאו הזה, כל הכבוד, גידלת לוחם, שפו אחי, שפו, גידלת לוחם משהו. So both of them get off the motorcycle, and Shanir has an Israeli flag on his motorcycle. Skornik tells him, you better take off this fucking flag right now because there's rallies and pro-Palestinians, and when you come back, your motorcycle is going to be vandalized because that's what these cowards do. They're just going to vandalize your fucking bike. Shanir grabs the flag to put it away, and as they turn the corner, they are faced with hundreds of Palestinian that were there for a rally. Okay, Skornik says to him again in Hebrew, and it was on an interview on Arutz 13, on the 13th channel of the Israeli army. They explained the whole thing, the whole story, but it's in Hebrew, so I'm recapping what they said in the interview. And none of the American fucking news channels, have covered this event that hundreds of Palestinians with a dozen directly engaging to Israelis and attacking them. Nobody covered that because it doesn't fit their narrative, but that's beside the point. So as Skornik tells him, put the flag away, Palestinians heard the Hebrew, and one of them sucker punched Shanir out of fucking nowhere. Shanir said in the interview, he was in shock for a second. I'm going to talk about that in a second. And then he went to work. The warrior mindset kicked in. Okay, here we go to my Ghana students. I've been telling you guys this for years. And I know people look at me and they say, oh, that's the Israeli bad boy, Michael Kinerek. He always says, motherfucker, you're so fucking aggressive. Right? I come from the Golani Brigade. And the mindset is warrior mindset. We don't start the fight, but once the fight is on, the fight is on. You have to, and I'm going to talk about what Shanir said in a second, you have to turn the switch with the warrior mindset from the moment one of the three stimulus of a self-defense altercation starts. Okay, this is how it works. Self-defense has a stimulus. 3 stimuluses. 1, vocal of phonetic. You heard a shot, that's a stimulus. You're under attack. Your guy say, motherfucker, fuck you up, let's go out. That's vocal. Okay, so 1, vocal. 2, visual. The visual here was Shanir and Skornik come around the corner and they had fucking hundreds of Palestinians coming, and then it became visual. Okay, it was in their face, right? And 3 is the actual self-defense. In other words, you actually got attacked. They choked you, they grabbed you, and once you defended yourself, which is the stimulus, A fight just started. That's why in my system in Haganah, the self-defense compartment of our system is called fight. Because once you did the defense against the front choke, once you did the gun disarm, once you did the knife defense, a fight just started. Okay, so once that stimulus happens, okay, just like they saw them coming and Shanir got sucker punched, okay, Shanir said there was a good 20 to 30 seconds where there was a mayhem where they got attacked by at least 20 of those Palestinians and they were just fucking fighting it out. Only then did the police interfere, only then, which was wrong to arrest Shanir, but on some level it became a logistic that helped him because 2 guys cannot fight 300 guys, okay? We're not Superman in Israel, we are warriors, but we're not Superman. But the numbers has always been 1 to 10. So you got 2 Israeli Golani fucking warriors fist fighting in the street, and there's videos of it, fucking 20 Palestinians and fucking them up and doing really good. I'm really proud of them. I'm so proud to be a Golani warrior this week. It's not even funny, okay? So what Shanir said there was a good 20 to 30 fucking seconds of fighting before the police interfered and arrested me. And that right there is what the warrior mindset pocket is all about. You need to be prepared for those 20 to 30 seconds. You need to be prepared. And if you never train the proper way, it's never going to happen. You can learn fucking self-defense until tomorrow. You can learn fucking fancy gun disarm until tomorrow. If you don't train for that fucking pocket of 20, 30 seconds of savagery, and the only way to beat savage is to be more savage, then your self-defense means nothing. Okay, that is what training is all about. Okay, so watch this. In Haganah, yes, we have self-defense and it's very important. But then there's 3 divisions of training, and one of them was done by those 2 Golanchikim. Wallah, eze yofi. Wallah, ani chole aleh. Why? They did so fucking good. The first division of training is street fighting. When I came to America, you got styles, and I'm not bad mouthing Jeet Kune Do. I love Jeet Kune Do. I was involved with it for many years, but Jeet Kune Do used to advertise itself as street fighting. So I signed up to Jeet Kune Do, obviously, and I love Bruce Lee, blah, blah. And then I'm like, this ain't no street fighting. There's no fighting against mobs. In my system, we say, if it doesn't work against a mob, or it doesn't work in the dark, and I'm not talking about working in the dark, now it's a different video completely of itself, then it's not fucking Haganah. Then it's not what the fuck we do. Because what we do has to work with the odds being 1 to 10. That's the way it works in Israel. That's the way it's always been fucking working. And here you had it in the street of fucking Manhattan. So, you have fist fighting, street fighting, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You need to be able to fucking fist fight for 20 to 30 seconds without being fucking lynched and fucked up. Think about these fucking Palestinians mess with the wrong fucking Israelis. Think about, you had hundreds of Palestinians, you had about 2,000 engaging 2 guys. Think about those were Israelis or American Jews that are not trained. It would have been a completely different story. You would have seen in the news, it would have been in the news, in fucking CNN. Right? It would have been in the news that they're all fucked up, and like the guys that got fucked up in fucking Canada, and I'm sorry to say that, I'm not bad mouthing Canada, but in Canada, there was about a dozen fucking Palestinians with fucking sticks fucking up a Canadian guy that had an Israeli flag or whatever, and they fucked him up, and he couldn't fight back, and there's videos about it all over. They fucked him up. Okay, so, but if those were 2 guys like that, they would have made the news, and it would have been on the news like, well, you know, it happened because Israel is attacking Gaza. And again, I'm not making this political, but what again? There's 3 divisions of training. Fist fighting. Then you got knife fighting, fighting with blades. Then you got firearms training. Okay, so how do I connect now this to South Florida? So number 1, to all my Ghana students, warrior mindset, motherfuckers. The mindset is the strength of Haganah. The mindset is the garin, is the nucleus, it's the seed, okay? You have to have that warrior mindset. Those 2 guys, Skornik, been training martial arts since he's a kid by his father. Shanir is Orev Golani. Both of them Golani was. The mindset kicked in and they fought like fucking lions. I'm so fucking proud of it. All of you, all my Ghana students, every fucking American Jew has to get into that mindset. Okay, let's now connect that the difference between New York and Florida. In New York, you cannot have firearms. There's no way. Okay, we in Florida, Dos Santos, Castle, this and that. Here in Florida, you can have a gun. Meanwhile, there's a lot of fucking American Jews in South Florida that still don't own guns or not trained with guns or own a gun, don't know what the fuck to do with a gun, because the average person here will buy a gun, get the the concealed weapon permit, they'll shoot a few bullets, which is pathetic to begin with, and then maybe they'll take one course and then they never fucking grab their guns unless they go once in a while do fucking target shooting in the range and they look fucking ridiculous. Okay? I detest that system. I detest that system. It's so stupid. People are walking around with guns and don't know what the fuck they're doing. Or people buy a gun and never touch it because they're afraid of it. That's even worse. Or people do a course and never buy a gun because they said, I did it, checked off the list. No. You have to be trained. So inside Florida, a lot of people are not trained. In my organization, there are only 24 people that have my divine attention in firearms training. Those are my werewolf members. There's a club in Florida, 12 members, and there's a club in Texas, 12 members. They get my divine attention in firearms training. Glock, Uzi, and Tavor. I don't teach people off the street firearms. I don't, okay? En lieu of what's happening, en lieu is French. My first language is French, not Hebrew. En lieu of what's happening, I am opening for 10 people, only 10 people. I can't do more than 10 people. I'm opening a specialty course that is 10 hours. It's 10 hours. And if you're interested, you can message me either on the Facebook or text me or whatever. There's already 2 people who are doing it, so there's only 8 spots left. That's Dr. Brian and his daughter Brittany. But so there's only 8 spots left. It's a 10-hour program. I will teach you, listen up, American Jews of South Florida that always thought about doing it, okay? I will teach you A to Z how to carry your gun properly, safely, without a bullet in the chamber, the Israeli way. And I will teach you how to engage in self-defense, in case your life is in danger, how to do it properly without endangering yourself and be effective. The training will include explaining how the gun functions, like sit down and fucking really break it down to you. People are afraid of guns because they don't know what fucking gun does. Okay, dry fire, weapon rigging. In other words, when you come to the course, you don't even have to fucking have your own gun. I'll provide it to you. You do the course on Glock 19, 17, or Glock 45. They're all 9mm. If you don't have, I'll provide. If you have, you can rig. And I'll explain to you how to rig that fucking gun. By the time you're done with the 10 hours of training, your gun will be rigged the way fucking Israeli commandos fucking do it fucking properly. And it includes at the end live fire training, not at fucking target shooting at the fucking, like you see, like fucking this disgusting fucking bullshit, right? Real live fire at a shooting range where you can actually engage when there's a threat. Again, I'm only taking 10 people in that. If you want that, you can message me. I'm not talking here about prices. I'm not telling you how much it is. Serious inquiries only. Again, you have your firearm, you can bring your own firearm. You don't have your firearm, we'll provide the firearm. 10-hour program, it's spread out. It's not 10 hours straight. It's not in one fucking day. I'm not making you a fucking commando in 10 days. It's spread out. It's over a few weeks. And the finale of that training is at a shooting range that allows you to fucking engage a real scenario-based fucking shooting training, not this bullshit target shooting. So if you want, hit me up. Mindset. To do those 2 Golani warriors, ohev otchem. You made us so proud, fucking Shomrei Israel, outside of Israel. I'm so proud, you guys are like ambassadors. Shanir, Skornik, Chapeau, Shnechem. Walla, ma ze Golanchikim. Guys, if you Wolf Apex, see you tomorrow, striking militia.